Welcome to Movie Passels. My name is Saman.
I am Romo.
And this week we saw Deadpool 2.
Yeah, came back to life.
Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo. Any movie with a 2 at the end
Is
immediately
Electric
is Electric Boogaloo.
Hey, it shouldn't rhyme. Has no business rhyming. It's its own fault.
Never even seen Electric Boogaloo.
Breakin' 2.
I don't think I've seen Breakin' 1.
I've definitely seen Breakin' 1.
Yeah.
I think, isn't Donnie Yen in one of those?
I think he is. I think he's in the second one.
In the second one? Then I've seen both of them. Talented dancer. Donnie Yen.
Donnie Yen.
Hip man. Hip man.
Hip
Sorry,
man.
Ignore me.
Hip man. Oh, Jesus. All right.
Okay, anyway.
All right. It's a tired, rainy day.
Should I read this statement?
Yeah, let's enter the statement into the record.
All right, so
Sam Esquire.
summary. 1/3 of the cast of Two Guys, a Girl, and a Pizza Place stars in Deadpool 2, the story of a mercenary who cracks lies and cannot die. After the death of his girlfriend at the hands of a criminal who got away, Wade Wilson spirals into a deep comedic depression and befriends a troubled mutant youth. But things go awry when future Cable comes to the now past to fix the later times by murdering the emotionally disturbed youth. Cable, of course, played by Josh Brolin, who is recognized by Guinness as being the oldest living man still named Josh. True story, look it up. Deadpool must form a ragtag band of bandits called the X-Force to stop time-traveling assassins' plot before any more innocent lives are lost.
It's very beautiful.
Thank you.
And now it makes me think Taya Leona should definitely be in Deadpool 3.
Oh, yeah?
Just for a quick, like, do I know you?
Yeah.
Do I know you from somewhere?
And
And
Janelle
just eating a pizza. Wait, was it Jenna Elfman or Taya Leone who was in
Oh, do I think it's Janelle?
it? I think you think it's Taya
Oh, yeah.
It's Taya Leone.
Because Dharma and Greg came on back to back.
They were the same. Yeah, they were on the same time. Because they were both ABC shows.
Yeah, they came on back to back. It was
Yep.
very confusing for a young mind.
You're like, blonde lady with the short
Yeah.
hair.
White
does
people,
weird
it's
things.
the same show.
They were very different shows.
Well,
And then they just cut the pizza place in the
yeah,
second
then it was
season.
just Two Guys and a Girl.
Yeah.
And nowhere.
Nowhere.
Two Guys, a Girl, in a homeless shelter. Street corner.
Right.
Anyway.
This is not the Two Guys and a Girls podcast.
We'll cut all of this out in post.
But yeah, what'd you think of it, Sam?
I liked it, Romo.
I enjoyed it. It was good. I think it was, I was trying to figure out if I liked it more or less than the first one.
I liked it more, I think.
I think I liked it like a little bit more.
I liked it more for the Back to the Future 2 effect, how things from 1 fit into things from 2.
Oh.
So there were a great deal of jokes in 2 that were just the fruition of jokes in 1.
like what?
Like, there's a throwaway joke in 1 where he tells blind Al that there's 1,600 kilos of
right.
cocaine.
I forgot about that. And then he
the
comes
cure for
in.
cancer hidden somewhere in the apartment. And then he gets the cocaine and sitting on a box that says cure for blindness, not cancer, cure for
Did
blindness.
it say that?
Yeah,
I
it
didn't
has a
see
sticky
that.
note on the
Jesus
top.
Christ. I
It's
need to
cure
go
for
watch this
blindness.
again. Because there are so many like cameos, little Easter eggs in this movie. And like,
oh yeah, there were a great, like, my favorite one.
Oh yeah, we're going to
This
jump
is
right
not
into
a spoiler.
spoilers.
This is not a spoiler. Well, no, yeah, it's a spoiler, I guess. When Cable time travels, when he comes to the time, he meets 2 hillbillies, one of whom is clearly Alan Tudyk.
That's Alan Tudyk,
And
yeah.
I'm like, all right, well, if one of them is Alan Tudyk, who is the other one who is in like a full facial prosthetic?
Who was it?
Well, let me tell you a little story. It's not really a story. I was waiting for the credits to specifically see, and it says redneck number 2 is Alan Tudyk. Redneck number 1 was Dickie Greenleaf, who is the character that Matt Damon assumes the identity of in The Talented Mr. Ripley. So it's Matt Damon in a full prosthetic mask.
I noticed it also. So spoilers. The big villain ends up because Cable. If you know anything from the comics, Cable and Deadpool team up and become
they have
friends.
They have their own book.
Yeah. So pretty late in the movie. Although I guess in the midway they even make a joke about holy foreshadowing or whatever. Holy third act foreshadowing.
There's a whole bunch of stuff like that.
Yeah, and so the villain is the Juggernaut, and I like that in the credits it said Juggernaut as himself.
Well, it's Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, is that who it is? That's fucking great.
Yeah. There was another, like a credit kind of funny thing at the beginning at the faux mid-opening credits of like the James Bond sequence, and it says it was directed by one of the guys who shot John Wick's dog, because the director of Deadpool 2 directed John Wick.
Yeah, David Leitch.
Sure.
I think that's his name.
Even L-E-I-N-T.
Leitch. He's a leech. Leech. But yeah, it was good, like, because they did the faux credits in the first one too, and then they were like, well, people enjoyed them, let's do it again. But like all the credits were really funny because it was right after fucking Vanessa dies. He has like his happy.
It was great.
It's like, what? Written by these assholes. I'm like, it was good. In a James Bond-esque.
Yes.
Sung by Celine Dion, Canadian's treasure.
Canadian superstar.
Canadia's treasure.
Canada. Are we in spoilers? I don't know, spoilers.
Yeah,
so,
we're in spoilers. We kind of jumped right into spoilers.
Whatever.
I mean,
those aren't really spoilers.
It's just like description of. I mean, the Juggernaut thing's a slight spoiler, but
no, it's definitely a spoiler.
Because it wasn't like advertised at all.
Yeah, that's definitely a spoiler.
Yeah,
that's a spoiler. You spoiled that.
Yeah, all right. Well, I said it. I said spoilers right at the beginning.
Fair enough. Well, this isn't really a spoiler thing. Why is TJ Miller still in anything at all?
They can't cut him out. It was every time he was on screen, like I think the whole theater got a little awkward.
Yeah, he called in a bomb threat like a month ago on an Amtrak. Why is he still in the movie?
Look, he got big and they filmed all his stuff, and then now they're having to deal with the repercussions of it.
Every time we see TJ Miller in a movie, still I'm like, it's probably way too late to recut this. Like Ready Player One, I was like, it's probably way too late to fix this.
Yeah, I doubt he'll be in Deadpool 3. Because I looked it up, it finally beat Avengers at the box office for #1 spot.
Good.
So good for Deadpool.
Yeah.
For an R-rated comedy, again, R-rated action movie comedy.
I thought it was funnier in some ways because the studio gave it a lot more liberties.
That's true.
It, so,
I definitely felt like it was, they kind of let the shackles off.
Oh, for sure. I mean, now they can say mutants and X-Men as many times as they want. They can even show you some in the joke.
That was a really great gag where so Wade makes it to the X-Mansion, and like he's like, couldn't they send us a couple bucks to like to hire the X-Men and put them, in this movie because it always looks empty.
Yeah. And then they show like right over his shoulder, it's like Quicksilver and Storm and Professor X and Cyclops and Nightcrawler.
And they just close the door. It was good. It was a good little cameo gag. There's lots of good gags.
He also spent 90% of the time he was in the mansion riding around in Professor X's wheelchair.
Well, yeah, because it was after he was put back together.
Yeah, but he
didn't have to.
He was sitting cross-legged in a wheelchair, just going around the hole.
I did like that they showed like how far apart Deadpool can get blown apart. Like
he was just completely like vivisected, and he had all of his legs were cut off, and like just puts him in a bag and does X-Men's him back together, I guess.
I liked Yukio.
Oh yeah, hey Wade.
Hey Wade. Hey Yukio.
Hey Yukio.
It was just cute. It was like a good little cute like running gag.
Yeah, well, teenage mutant ninja warhead was just like.
They're so mean to him the whole time.
Hey, she doesn't like him. You don't have to like everybody. Don't tell her what to do.
He was trying to be his best self.
Don't tell her what to do. She's her own teenage
mutant ninja X-Men.
Ninja man. X-people.
There were a lot of
a lot of great jokes
like social justice jokes in this movie.
He kept calling Cable racist.
Because he killed that black guy.
Because he killed Black Tom, African American Tom. Who, if you don't know who
Black
Tom Cassidy is, he's not African American.
No, he's a white kind of okay villain from the mutant villain from the comics.
What is your superpower? Cultural appropriation. He had like dreads.
Yeah, he had dreads in the show,
like a grill. Yeah, not to like get Szechuan sauce in the wounds or anything, but like I feel like a lot of the movie went over the heads of the audience. I feel like 70% of all the jokes, all of everything. Like
when they were super meta or old school jokes and like
everything was meta confused. Specifically, the people right in front of us, like right at the beginning. Deadpool has to feed a line to a featured extra, and then he's like, "All right, no more speaking lines for you." And the person in front of us went, "Speaking what?" And he's like, "I don't know, lions." And I was like, "No one knows what's going on."
Did you not see the first? I mean, this one was definitely. I would say this one was way more meta than the first one.
Oh, absolutely.
Like 100% more. To the point that it annoyed me a little bit that I think some characters besides Deadpool were a little too meta.
Like who?
I'm trying to remember. There was definitely like a joke or two from Cable that felt like.
Oh yeah.
That it was,
I did like the Deadpool kept calling him One-Eyed Willie from Goonies.
Yeah, he called him Thanos. Like
Thanos.
they ripped on fucking DC a lot.
They really, yeah. I liked all the MCU references.
Oh yeah. Like I felt like they were definitely
Domino,
giving
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
Defender, Brown Panther. Sun's getting real low.
Oh yeah, that's a straight up line pull from.
It was great. I feel like so many of the jokes were that you had to have seen another thing, and too many people in the audience hadn't seen another.
So
I don't think anyone except for like 4 people even knew what Basic Instinct was in our audience.
He has the baby
where
legs.
He has baby legs and he uncrosses them and he flashes the gift. Like I think nobody. I think
no one.
Us and then like 2 other people were
if
the
you
only
love
people who knew what
movies,
Basic Instinct was.
If you love movies and like, because there was a bunch of there's a whole interview with a vampire running gag.
Yeah, he talks constantly. Dopinder talks constantly about wanting to be like Kirsten Dunst in Interview with a Vampire, and to like know the taste of blood. You want more.
I like that they make a reference to Lady Pool with Deadpool in a wig in the strip club.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, maybe they'll actually bring in a Lady Deadpool. I think at some point they'll get real weird.
Oh, for sure.
Like they're like, okay, now we have X-Force.
Yeah, I liked how the promos for the movie really hyped up that this was an X-Force movie. It's gonna get the X-Force together, and they're gonna solve the whatever, and then they all die.
Right, they're gonna be the ones that get Cable and deal with it and solve the main problem.
We spend a whole half an act finding them and suiting them up, and then they all immediately die. And then when he has the opportunity to go back in time and save them, he only saves Peter.
He only saves Peter. Not even Brad Pitt Vanisher.
Nope, not Brad Pitt. Too expensive to save.
That was a good at the auditions where they're like, oh, Vanisher. Oh, wow, great power.
Yeah,
oh, no.
Is he here? No,
I just think he's late.
But then he gets in. And he's sitting there with his
parachute on.
Parachute on his invisible body, then it jumps out the plane.
I loved it because it was very clearly just thrown by like
someone just threw it.
Just threw it like when they were filming, and it was like, that's great. But like they didn't even try to pretend like it was like a person jumping. It was just like this.
Yeah, it's just throw it out. I liked Zazie Beetz.
Zazie Beetz was great. I'm excited for those 3 and like the next movie, like to see them like as a team.
And Dopinder, and no T.J. Miller.
And no T.J. Miller. Dopinder could be the new bar person.
He absolutely should. They did have him working in the bar for a second.
They did have him working at the bar.
Yeah. So there you go.
There you go.
Perfect.
He killed T.J. Miller.
T.J. Miller's dead. Great.
Dopinder is now the owner of the bar. Sister Margaret's School for Wayward Girls.
Yep.
That's how it'll be.
I like that because nobody likes T.J. Miller.
No one likes T.J. Miller
He's
anymore.
not. He wasn't fun. He didn't take away necessarily
No, he
from,
didn't take
but he
away
added nothing. He added absolutely nothing. A lot of his lines were totally flat.
Well, they were flat, or like one was just, he literally repeated a line from the first one about the avocado nutsack. And I was like,
that's not,
I was like,
it wasn't funny enough.
It wasn't funny enough the first time. It was like, yeah, that was not a necessary callback from a movie ago.
Yeah. I did like Deadpool's like Paul Rubens' original Buffy long death that took like 10 minutes.
It was a fucking, oh man. It was definitely good. Like, I really enjoyed bugs.
Killed it. The guy's looking in the window like, well, what are you doing?
Being a weirdo.
Saving me, myself from flies. Anyway.
But yeah, like, it had heart too, like, it had a good emotional heart center.
Oh, sure,
like the
it's
first
a family
one did.
film. It's about family.
He does say that from the beginning.
He said it multiple times.
It's a family film.
It's a family. He says it's a family film like Bambi, and The Lion King,
Yeah,
and Saw 3.
someone always dies in the beginning of a family film.
Yeah.
Because he loses poor old Vanessa.
Aw, but he saved her. So
Yeah, they do a lovely retconning.
Yeah,
during
in the mid post credits
Yeah.
scene. After a lot of our noob audience left. It's like, you guys missed the whole end of the movie. It was like 8 more minutes of the movie. He goes back in time and he saves Vanessa, he saves Peter, and he kills Ryan Reynolds twice.
Yeah, he kills Ryan Reynolds reading the Green Lantern.
Yeah, getting the Green Lantern script.
And then he kills...
And he writes the wrong that is X-Men Origins Wolverine.
Don't mind me, just cleaning up continuity was his line, which was great.
I did like, there was another reference to that where he was on like there was that like car chase scene and he stopped the first bullet by cutting it in half.
Right.
And then the next one he was pretending to stop all of them and he just got shot like 500 times.
Because that is from Wolverine
that's
Origins.
What I was saying.
Yeah.
It was an Wolverine Origins reference.
Yeah, exactly. He did that exact move, but successfully.
Now it's correct.
Now it's correct, yeah, what would happen.
The movie also opens on like a sculpture of him killing Wolverine. He's got like his own figurine of him murdering.
Box.
Yeah, it's a little music box of Wolverine spinning on his sword.
It's the Wolverine death theme
Yeah,
from Logan.
it is,
Yeah.
yes.
It's so good.
In like adorable music box.
Like, right, in a music box form. It was definitely very, very funny, and it definitely, like, if you're a big fan of superhero movies, or like if you've seen them, and just cinema in general, even, and like even comic book references, fucking Shatterstars in it.
Yeah.
And they literally just like, he's like, I'm from the Mojoverse, and they're like, great,
all right, cool.
and when he died, green blood everywhere.
Yeah, he exploded with like green milkshake blood.
But yeah, it was great. I was like, cool. You are definitely not of this earth.
Yeah.
Because you were just like, I'm the best at everything. Dead immediately.
Deadpool's like, you can stay dead because you're kind of a dick. I did like that he just chose to let all of them just stay dead.
Zeitgeist with his acid vomit.
Yeah.
I can test it. No, that's all right.
Pennywise.
Is that?
Yeah.
Oh, he played Pennywise.
Yeah. I think he's a talented actor. There's no Alan Tudyk.
What about Alan?
I think there should be more Alan Tudyk in this movie.
Next time, redneck.
Constant Alan Tudyk.
Redneck number 2.
Yeah, he's like, I guess. Now, why is Alan Tudyk always a redneck in things?
He likes doing it. I think it's just he likes doing that character.
His best voice.
He's no Steve the Pirate, but.
Because that's all anybody ever knows Alan Tudyk from. But he's a talented actor.
Oh no, I think he's talented. He was great in
Knight's Tale.
Firefly. Firefly, obviously.
Dollhouse, he's spectacular.
Yeah, as the fucking villain.
He's the best.
One of the best
He should have
TV
been
villains.
Eliza Dushku, and then the show would have lasted forever. Why would Eliza Dushku play a character who's supposed to be different characters? She can't be more than herself because she's a bad actress. Alan Tudyk should have been about Alan Tudyk.
She's a different character. Now
Nope. She's just
like,
saying different things.
I'm sexier
Yeah.
now.
Now I'm innocent. Now I'm mad. Now I'm an assassin. 5 by 5. We just Eliza Dushku in different costumes.
Yep.
Anyway,
it's like attempting to be an orphan black thing and just not.
No. So. Anyway, she's not in this movie. Thank God. They could replace T.J. Miller with her, and I would think that'd be fine. That's how much I don't like T.J. Miller. T.J. Miller's only good for Emoji Movie, which stars T.J. Miller, in case you didn't know that.
He plays meth, right?
Yeah, and Anna Faris.
Oh.
Yeah, she had a bad hair for Anna Faris.
Is that why her and Chris Pratt broke up?
Yeah, probably because the Emoji Movie
He's like,
was so
this
bad.
is the Emoji Movie, man.
He's like, I'm making Jurassic Park, so you can't be making Emoji movies. This has to be a little more even.
You're going one way, I'm going the other.
Scary movie's not a thing anymore. I'm Star-Lord. This isn't going to work.
Now very...
They got back together, though, I think.
Did they get back together?
So,
good.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they have a child.
Yeah.
I hope, I wish the best.
He got doughy again. She's like, all right, let's get...
What? Or for the love of their child. Or he's fat now.
He's made multiple references about the fact that she likes him better.
Doughy? Well, he was way cuter when he was Andy Dwyer.
That was like sexy.
Now he looks like a jerk. He looks like someone who's going to be mean to me.
Before you're like, oh, look at that lovable dope.
Yeah. Tell me a funny, Andy. Sing me a song about the pit. Anyway, none of these people are in this movie.
Josh Brolin. It's great.
Oldest living man, still named Josh. Hey,
I had a boss named
Google
Josh.
it. How old was he? Was he older than Josh Brolin?
No, he's not.
There you go.
Fair enough. Still holds that Guinness record.
The first time you meet an elderly man named Josh, you let me know.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was good. Right?
Yeah, I don't know much to say about it. It was definitely a Deadpool movie. It was
definitely
very Deadpool-y.
Yeah, everyone who was in it was great. The
Yeah.
new characters were great.
Yeah.
I look forward to an X-Force movie.
Likewise.
Like it was a good.
Can't wait to see more Domino. I think she was a little underdeveloped.
She was, but her scenes that she was in were great.
Yeah.
Like the whole train fight scene was.
the action sequence was so great.
That whole big action set piece was fantastic. And I like that they were like, how are we make it cinematic, like your power of luck? And it was extremely...
super good.
It was well done cinematic. How they
liked all
showed,
the-
how they followed like the camera of the events on how this happened. Because it was like, oh, she accidentally hit this thing and that made this thing fall down or
the
this
Rube
explode.
Goldberg of it.
Yeah, exactly. The Rube Goldberg of it, exactly. Of her power.
Yeah. Everyone's like falling into wood chippers, and she happens to fall in a giant inflatable panda.
Which is great. Because she looks like a panda.
She does. It's racist. You can't call people pandas.
She has like a spot on her eye.
That doesn't make it okay.
Sure.
She's got a name.
Yeah, it's a domino.
Panda lady.
Black panda.
I like that. That's great. That should be what the Domino movie is called. When we make an episode about the Domino movie.
Oh, when she gets her spin-off movie?
We're gonna call it Black Panda.
Yeah, fuck all those haters who are complaining about her.
Yeah, they're like, she's inverse. Domino's not those colors. Dominoes only come in white on black, not black on white.
Whatever, she looked great.
She looked super hot.
Yep.
So I don't care to see anybody else doing it.
Yeah, I like the look they went with her.
Yeah.
Because otherwise it would have been a little...
It was more natural and it made sense.
Yeah.
As opposed to like a pale white blue person with a big
with a big black
black like eye patch splotch.
Right.
Yeah.
Like it
No,
fit, like it's just like a mutation and this is like...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. like it felt like a real thing. Like obviously it's Deadpool, so it's already stretching the bounds of reality. But I think it's helpful to have like the characters be a little more realistic because
agreed.
Otherwise, it's just a giant cartoon.
Yeah. Also, Tamino she's literally like white blue. Like she's not Caucasian.
Right. That's the thing. I was like,
so it would have to be someone in like full body makeup, which doesn't match the tone of the movie in any way.
There was no one in like full prostheses or full. There was a CG character. That was the biggest thing. Or two CG characters.
Yeah.
CG fight.
They're like, CG fight.
It was good. There's a lot of good jokes about fucking superhero comics and like movies and shit.
Yeah.
Just fucking why so many metal arms.
Yeah.
Called him the Winter Soldier.
Did.
It's good. It's a good movie.
Yeah. Good movie.
Yep.
Good. Should see it with your face.
Go put your eyeballs on it.
Yeah, all over it. Open your ear holes. Let it inside you.
Listen to the Celine Dion James Bond theme.
Yeah, watch the
From
music
Ashes.
video.
It was good. The music video is great.
Good music video.
Deadpool dancing.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
What a time to be alive. Deadpool 2.
What a time to be alive. We're getting all of the comics.
Yeah. We might be on the darkest timeline, but
And hey, it's giving us a comic book
I like
movie.
this aspect of it.
It's true. It is funny that like these are now the main parts of pop culture. When you're a kid, you're just being like, oh yeah, you're the weird nerd that likes this shit.
Yeah. Now everybody likes it.
Now everybody
you're
likes
still
it.
a weird nerd if you like anything but the movie version.
Oh, that's
of
true.
things, so.
Like if you start talking about like the comic books part of it, everyone like glaze over.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, Deadpool and Cable. They had a team
people
up book.
Can't wait to have entire arguments with people who only know Cable from this movie.
Oh god.
And I'm like, well, Cable's telekinesis. Cable's not telekinetic.
No, he clearly had telekinetic. They showed it in the movie.
No, they didn't use it in the movie.
Yeah, when he
They
brought the
didn't.
gun.
Yeah.
I think it was like it could have been technology or
Yeah, I think they were
telekinesis.
playing it as technology because they didn't really
That's true.
use
They
it
didn't
in
like
any way.
show it.
Yeah.
They did show his like glowing eye though.
Yeah, that could also just be a future thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Future tech.
Yeah, they didn't explain Cable really at all besides just being
There were just a
future.
lot of characters
Yeah.
to try to get that deep into stuff. Yeah.
It'd be nice to see him a little more like about the techno-organic virus and shit.
Again, all problems that could have been solved by cutting T.J. Miller out of this movie entirely. Wasted time.
Waste of film.
This movie is great except for T.J. Miller. He should go back to his hole. His Uber driver punching, fake bomb threat, Me Too hole.
Did he get Me Too?
Yes, he got Me Too.
That's not surprising.
For like choking people. He's not a great person. You can Google it. This is not a fake Google like Josh Brolin. This is a real Google.
Oh yeah, no, he's always seemed like a dick, terrible person.
Yeah.
I definitely remember seeing him at like a New York Comic Con and him just being
I'm just
dick.
jerking off into plants or
basically
something.
like he was like just yelling
All over
on
poison
like,
ivies.
people in costume
Yeah.
as poison ivy.
Oh God.
All right, Sam. How many buttholes you give it?
I give this movie 8 out of 10 buttholes.
Stab some more into him.
Two of those last 2 buttholes are in the form of middle fingers wedged into T.J. Miller's eyes. He's not funny. Have you seen his HBO special? It's not funny.
I tried to watch it and I
Give you an
couldn't.
anxiety attack because of how not funny.
It's like
just not funny.
It looks bad. Like even
Yeah.
from the previous, I was like, well, I'll try it. Maybe he was doing a thing. Nope. He just,
I think his thing is that he's not funny.
I was glad when he fucking left Silicon Valley. Now
Yeah,
they
you
showed-
mean when they fired him?
Yeah. it's
No,
like
they fired
Oh
him.
no, I know they fired him, but he's like, yeah, I left for like.
Yeah, for being drunk on set and belligerent and terrible to work with and not funny.
I mean, Mike Judge was like, you gotta go.
Yeah, no, you're a bad person. No one wants to work with you.
It's very hard to write for your character now.
I think he even quit some aspect of Deadpool 2 that he was working on in a more in-depth way.
Huh.
I don't know. I didn't.
Like as a producer or something like that.
I didn't read it thoroughly, so maybe
just
cut this
left.
part out. But
You're just like, yeah, I'm done.
yeah,
Or maybe he
he
got
had creative
forced out.
differences with Ryan Reynolds. That's what it said.
Oh,
Yeah,
I can see that.
because Ryan Reynolds is a cool kid.
And he knew what he wanted.
Yeah,
Because that's why Tim Miller didn't direct this.
yeah.
Because he was originally supposed to come back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then
Drama.
they had creative differences.
Oh.
Because he wanted to make it more like a straight up action movie rather than like
Oh yeah.
like
Comedy
Yeah.
with action.
yeah, he wanted to more action than comedy.
Well, he was wrong.
Yeah,
so
he was
good
dumb
thing it's
wrong.
gone.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. One giant butthole.
One huge butthole.
Like you had to
Like a
carve it
gaping
out.
butthole, or like the butthole of a giant.
Like a butthole of a giant. Juggernaut's butthole.
Okay, so a normal butthole, just huge.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I enjoyed it a lot.
Okay.
A large man's butthole.
A very, very large man's butthole.
The music was good, where they were like, "It's the Juggernaut."
Yeah.
Juggernaut.
Juggernaut. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. Juggernaut. Holy shit.
It was good.
Good
Lots of good jokes.
Good. Lots of goods. See you multiple times.
Yeah, I might go see it again.
Absorb all the jokes.
I wish.
Yeah,
the
you
film
can't
cards,
use your non-denominational film
I
card.
know. They stopped that shit.
Yeah. Ugh. Rude.
They're like, a bunch of summer blockbusters coming out. We're not gonna let
Yeah,
people
we're not gonna-
drive up.
We're not gonna let you see Star Wars 8 times for $10.
Oh yeah. Han Solo, Lando movie.
Yeah, Lando movie. Oddly edited Lando movie.
All right, I think that's it for this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, thanks for
Yeah. Thanks for coming back.
opening your ear holes for
Thanks
us
for putting us in your brains.
once a week. Just opening wide and letting us pour right into your ear holes.
Jesus.
Well, not like that, Romo. Don't be weird about
It
it.
makes me think of like molten liquid.
Oh, that's not what I was.
No, I know.
You don't know what I was thinking.
You were going grosser than I was
I
going
wasn't
grosser.
going anywhere. I was just talking about the sound waves going into your brain in a liquid ejaculate fashion.
And on that note,
Goodbye.
this has been Movie Assholes.
I'm Saman.
I'm Rolo.
Ejaculate.